You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Good to be back with you again on the radar. Transfer news, ins and outs. It's all going off today on social media, especially if you're a Liverpool fan. Let's give you a little bit of an update as to what's been going on. Before we do that, it's the common courtesies. It's the house rules. Press that like video. Make sure you comment with your thoughts on the following. And then, once you've done all of that, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you're a first-time viewer to On The Radar, this is your 8 to 10 minute transfer roundup show. Very digestible. Bit of news coming in this morning. It was good news to start the day. Both Thiago and Stefan Bajcetic are back, or they will be back in first-team training on Saturday, which is great news. Obviously, we need midfielders, and they're dropping like flies at the minute. So getting them two back for the pre-season is exactly what we need, a nice little boost. But then slowly after that, as the morning unravelled, Paul Joyce kind of magically said, while strengthening the midfield is also a priority, Jurgen Klopp stated that strengthening the defence is also a priority. So we heard that. But then we heard from Sacha Tavoleri, the Belgian journalist. He says, Romeo Lavia situation still not clear as of now. Got the confirmation that the Belgian midfielder will be included in today's game versus Sheffield Wednesday and should start in the first 11. It means there is no imminent transfer for today. And then James Pearce, crucially, said the following. Liverpool, according to James Pearce, unwilling to meet Southampton's £50 million price tag. Liverpool have started to look for possible alternatives to Lavia. Liverpool simply have to invest as a matter of urgency. Time is running out. How many times have I said it? I'm not going to get angry and be reactionary and start saying FSG this, FSG that. But unless Jorge Schmadtke, who has to prove himself, he has to go out and cut deals, as he's done with McAllister and Szoboszlai, but he has to go out there and tick all the boxes of the requirements that we need to be fully equipped to go into a new season. And that includes a new midfielder and a new defender. Again, there's about 28 days of the market still to happen, but we do play Chelsea away next Sunday. And again, we've got one more pre-season game and then a week of training before we go into the 4:30 Sunday kick-off next weekend to kick off the season. And at this point, we're still without a Lavia. We're still without an Andre Trindade. Today, we've also been linked with Kevin, I think it is Kevin Dewsbury Hall. That is his name, from Leicester, right? So, you know, we're getting fed different midfielders every day, really, at this stage, and we don't really know what to believe. Sorry, it's Kiernan. So, yes, that was 5 hours ago. Jacques Talbot, the journalist for Transfer.com, also in the Times and the Guardian, said that Liverpool are looking at Leicester City's Kiernan Dewsbury Hall as a potential replacement for Jordan Henderson this summer. There's actually a picture of Klopp and Dewsbury Hall embracing each other after the game. I think it was when Leicester actually beat us last year. Again, I've always said he's a good player. I really have liked Dewsbury Hall since I've seen him. He's very, very skilled with his feet. He keeps it well in tight spaces. He can move it on. He can almost play as a left winger or a left CDM in terms of whipping that ball in. He scored a few goals. Good assist for the Vardys, the Barneses, etc. of the goals that they did score last season. But I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not overwhelmed, to say the least. Now, again, time is ticking. It is a matter of urgency. So what would you now be happy with if you are to believe that Lavia is now off the table? Which, let me touch on that, because this is just so unlike Liverpool. And I'm not necessarily blaming that on Jorge Schmadtke for not being able to get that Lavia deal over the line. But it's not how we do business. You know, 2-3 bids rejected. That's not how we put ourselves out there. I can't really remember the last time we made a bid, an official bid, where everyone was on board and they knew it was legitimate, true, the fact checking had been done, and it was there for us to see in black and white. I don't really know or can recall a time when we've been rejected, especially twice, by the way. Now, if you are to believe the second bid of £42.5 million, that's around about, with add-ons, I think it was around about 45. It's around about 5 million short of what Southampton were after. And at this stage, and again, I'm throwing the question back to you, because I feel like personally, at this stage, if you're 5 million out, just pay the money. it would have been a great boost to have Lavia involved in this Preston Deepdale game. I know we're not playing Preston, but it is at Preston. It would have been great to have him around, get him settled into the new week. I don't think he would have started the game against Chelsea next Sunday, which leads to the question, who will start? It probably will be Jones, Szoboszlai and McAllister, which again, I'm not disappointed with. I won't say that, because each of them are unbelievably gifted footballers. But I just would have liked a natural number 6 to have come in before we start putting Curtis in at a number 6 at Chelsea away, first game of the season, where he's actually never played in that position for Liverpool before. So to have fogginess over this Lavia situation now, is it going to happen, is it not? It's massively disappointing. Yes, of course, we've been linked with other players. We can look at the Andres, we can look at the Dewsbury Halls after today. But time is of an urgent matter right now, and you don't mess around. You just go in, put the money on the table and get it done. If it's 5 mil more, pay it. And I think that's where a lot of frustration is coming from Liverpool fans today, because, again, according to James Pearce, Liverpool unwilling to meet the the bid that they want, 50 million. We're not willing to meet that, which I don't understand. Also, another bit of news, 50 million. Mickey van de Ven, do you remember him? £50 million. So we saw, didn't we, about 2 months ago, Liverpool linked with Mickey van de Ven, the Wolfsburg defender, the giant, the quick, the pace merchant at the back. We're looking at an Ornstein tweet that says the fee is approaching 50 million, including add-ons. The 22-year-old left centre-back will fly to the UK to do a medical. And I mean, we were linked with him a month ago for 30 mil. So I don't know how Tottenham have managed to do themselves like that and add another 20 mil on, but there you go. We also reported on the £30 million bid for Andre yesterday. That's been confirmed as well. And Liverpool, if you are to believe again what I read to you earlier, which was that Jurgen Klopp, according to Paul Joyce, is still looking to buy a defender. It makes you think, well, surely Liverpool must have something up their sleeves then. Jurgen Klopp must have something up his sleeve. Is he sitting back and watching us all stress? FSG out, FSG out. Is he watching all of that thinking, just wait till you see what I've got coming? Because it would be like Jurgen to just pop out of nowhere and go, bang, bang, there's a player, there's another player, let's all get on with the season. Fans are on board. But right now, as time's ticking on, and again, unless there's something going on under the water that we do not know about, it doesn't look like we're close to any of our targets, let alone, plan B, plan C, plan D, with all due respect to the likes of Andres, the likes of Dewsbury Halls. We can't, or it seems to be like, we can't really attract our main targets at the minute. Well, we can, personal terms, etc., but paying the money. Also some news today that Xabi Alonso extended his contract as the manager of Bayer Leverkusen until 2026. He's had to deal with selling Diaby. He's pretty much a selling club, Bayer Leverkusen, but he's done super well with them. And his contract is actually up at Leverkusen the same time Jurgen Klopp's is. Now, I know it's very early, and let me just say it now. I do not want Jurgen Klopp to leave in 2026. I want him to stay longer than that. But if he did, would you want Xabi Alonso as the next manager? I called that on a popular radio station last season. Now it's starting to... Not saying it's my idea, but... we're also hearing from Jacques Talbot that Liverpool considering Thiago Alcantara's situation before making a decision on Andre. But if I'm honest, guys, not great news coming out of today. As I said, at the minute, Liverpool are fed with a different player every day. Today it's Dewsbury Hall. Yesterday it was Andre. But I'm scrolling through and there's not really any positive news that I can see that's strongly linking us to a player of certainty. It isn't. Yeah. As I said, it's the time. It's the time to go out and buy a defender. It's the time to go out and buy a midfielder. And if we wait any longer, they're clearly not going to bed in to that Chelsea game and further potentially. So we need them ASAP. The more time we're not buying them, the more time we're taking away from them in their pre-season growth. I guess in a way it's good that Lavia's still playing. He's still got that fitness, but it's all about gelling with the team. But I'm talking about him as if he's our player. Of course he isn't. Still 5 million out on the bids, guys. So let's see the tactics that the board now have to play. Let's see Jorge Smačka really earn his money. I really want to see him in the next 3 weeks do something big, and it has to be sooner rather than later. And let's see what Klopp's got under his sleeves as well for us. But But yeah, it could be better, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. So make sure you comment with what you thought to what I've just said down below. And I guess I'll see you again for the next one. Don't forget, I'll be at Game for Ukraine tomorrow, potentially interviewing John Arne Risa and Martin Skirtle. So keep an eye out for that. And then the game on Sunday. And then, of course, back into On the Radar, Hot Topics, etc., next week. And then, obviously, the game. The game is next week. It's Sunday, guys, so trust me. We'll be looking forward to it in more detail. I'm actually going to do a match preview from Stamford Bridge tomorrow when I'm there for the game. So looking forward to that. But anyway, take care. See you soon. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.